NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Greer on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Alert! Check, check, check.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. they don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure, all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Stafford now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride.
Let's go.
Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
59! He's coming, double up!
Out of the gun, Stafford. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Set, ready? 90, roll. 3 ball. Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Greer. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Greer. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Good pass.
14, Ravens 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Smooth. 57. Mike, 57. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Greer. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down throw, Greer. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Ready?
Back to the air. Greer on 2nd down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Jets.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Set. 30 base. Defense wins championships, baby. Jim. Hey, Sam on. Get it.
On 1st down, it's Greer. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jets 21,
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bryce Love, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No go on vacation, come back a new man. Shit got it ugly real quick.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Burrows. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Greer now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Check 13. You draw Porter. Joker. Switch. 53 the mic. Go. 5.
First down, Greer. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack there by Trent Murphy. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Greer. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Ready. 8, read. Watch the curl. Say it. Tighten up. Hard. Hit it.
On 3rd and long, here is Greer. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Hey, exit. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I'm scared. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
They are going for it. Here's Greer. Able to find Isabella. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Greer throwing again. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Set up. 18 Gator. Check. Walk 54. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
On 1st and 10, Greer. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets will extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Stay 50.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Running to start the drive is Love. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready,
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to have the first down past the 20, and he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike, 53. Here I come.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, Echo. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Got a man, it's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Man open left side is Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Timeout. WTF juke move was that.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
Back to for Hesse.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Whatever down on
the
right.
Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Stafford. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Robert Foster as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens cut into that lead. point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And it's a short kick taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now the Raven defense going to call it.
Well, man, here we go.
Timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Look, squeeze,
Here's Love again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Mike, 57. Watch the slant. He's coming. We got double up. Check. Go.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Greer on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw again on second down. Greer. This one caught by Isabella. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Stafford on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot,
Here we go.
they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Switch. Out. Snap.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20, as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Watch 54. You're not ready.
On 1st down, Greer. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
On the ready.
53. Mike.
Big facts.
Watch the run.
5.
Back to throw, Greer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
LOL.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Love. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Watch a slant.
From the 50, here's Greer. Over the middle, complete. It's Love. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 35.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got you.
Hi.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Gone.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Let go.
On 2nd and 10, Greer. It's complete to Brown right right side. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Greer now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Greer sets to throw. Terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Not Bryce too.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. 10 logo. Mike, let's go, D. Hard. Now.
Going to give it to Love. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Hey, lock it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
8-3. Hey, Haywood.
Exit.
X3. 218, chopper. 5.
Now Greer on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Get him.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Wild Bill.
Let's go.
They snap it to Greer. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And middle. Check 49. Bang. White. Bang.
Hatchet.
Now Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, 70.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Von Bell up to make the tackle. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's 2nd down.
Check three.
Throwing again. Stafford. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Stafford now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
He refused to throw
NFL
to
kickers
the right
nowadays,
open
they make
WR.
things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Watch the pass. 50 seconds to mark.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On third down, Greer. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the carry, it's Love. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Man, I got you. Watch out.
Throwing now, Greer. That ball complete to Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, They're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our